In this video, we're going to take a look at how do we find out some of the missing data when we're doing some statistical calculations. So as we read in the problem, the mean or average temperature for 5 days, so 5-day average, was 3 degrees. And we're going to assume Fahrenheit, but it could be Celsius. I certainly hope it's not Celsius, but we'll just kind of roll with it. If the temperatures for the first 4 days were negative 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 0 degrees, and negative 5 degrees, we're asked to calculate the temperature for that 5th and missing day. So here's where we remember kind of what we know about averages. Okay? We know that in the case of an average, okay, the mean, okay, the Greek symbol, is equal to the summation, okay, of all of our x values, okay, divided by the number of data points that we have. Okay. So in this case, we're actually given some of this information. Okay. We're told the mean of 3 degrees. We're told that there are 5 days of data. Okay. So that's actually our n value. And then we're given 4 of those 5 pieces. So if we expand this, okay, we're basically saying that the 3 degrees is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5. And once those are all added together, we divide by 5 days. Okay. So we're basically taking negative 10 degrees and putting it into x1, 20 degrees, putting it into x2. We kind of continue on as needed. So 3 degrees is equal to negative 10 plus 20 plus 0 plus negative 5 plus, and we leave that x5, okay, that unknown data, in that set of the data. Okay. We then divide by 5. Okay. So what we see here, okay, is another case for the order of operations. Okay. And we know that order of operations is that parentheses, sorry, that we're dealing with parentheses, okay, plus the exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay. There are, of course, different ways of kind of exploring that, but basically we're saying we need to kind of think about the order of operations. Okay. So the first thing is those parentheses means that they have to be taken care of kind of first. Okay. Or in the case of kind of a reverse calculation like this, we isolate those parentheses first. So to do that, we're multiplying both sides by 5. 5 cancels out. Okay. Oh, sorry. 5 does not cancel out on that side. Easy to kind of make some of those mistakes when you're working quickly. And it's also going to help to kind of pay attention to those units, that step that I'd kind of been skipping unintentionally, because that tells us that this is all similar data. We have to kind of keep it together. The next part is after seeing that we've got 15 degrees equaling the sum of these points, okay, we can go ahead and start grouping this together. So negative 10 plus 20, so we're talking 10 plus 0 equals 10 plus negative 5. We should be seeing negative 5 plus x5 is going to be equal to our negative 20. Okay. Sorry, wrong calculation. That is 5 plus negative 5. Okay. Pay attention to your sign just like we pay attention to our units. Okay. So knowing that we've got, actually let's just make that positive so it's clearer to see. Okay. So with that difference, okay, we now can take the last step in isolating the x5 by subtracting 5 degrees from both sides, or adding kind of negative 5 degrees to both sides, and that is going to give us 10 degrees equals x5. Sorry, subnotation, not exponent. My apologies, I'm being sloppy with some of my notes in this video. So we finally get to the point where we have kind of that 10 degrees equals x5. Now, the last part of this, okay, is to go ahead and kind of confirm our data. You obviously saw I made a bunch of mistakes in here. I caught some of them, I didn't catch some of them. So what we do to go ahead and verify this, okay, and verify is important, okay? We like to verify, especially when we're given the time and the ability to do so. So what we do, we take that fifth day, that 10 degrees, we're basically going to throw it into our data set. So we now basically ask, what's the mean if our data is negative 10 degrees plus the 20 degrees plus the 0 degrees plus negative 5 degrees, okay, or we can just make it a negative value, okay, plus, in this case, our x10 is 10 degrees. We still have 5 data points. Include your parentheses to make sure that you don't make some mistakes in the calculation. And we get we get 3 degrees. Since this matches our original information set, even though we made a few mistakes in there, okay, we were still able to go ahead and kind of calculate it, get the right numbers, and solve the problem. So verify is not necessarily replacing the original data, but it is showing that we took that step, that even though we may have made some mistakes, corrections, you know, the wrong signs, this verifies what we were originally told. Okay, when you do that, you know you've done the right calculations. So I think I may leave this one kind of unedited, but I hope this helps you out, that even when you do make mistakes, you can kind of correct it on the fly. Just be mindful of how you're approaching the numbers. You're probably not going to see a lot of cases where you're doing a reverse data point collection this way, but it is just like any other mathematical skill we learn. You know, we can use it one direction, we can kind of reverse it, take it another. These are the skills that we will find more and more useful as we continue through this class. So, as always, leave a comment, leave questions. If you need some extra help, let me know, because I'm here to help you out where I can.